Hey everyone, it's Jessica Sage, and I'm here in my room on a misty Saturday afternoon, and I'm really excited to come on and talk to you all about one of my favorite greens is cannabis. I was having a little bit of technical issues trying to come live from my laptop, so I'm just on my phone. So I hope this works out. That was pretty funny though, that it wasn't allowing me to upload. I thought maybe I had too many interesting hashtags or something. But first of all, I want to know who's here. I want to know where you're from. Maybe drop me a comment. And I'm also curious what your stance or opinion is on cannabis right now. If this is live or if you're watching this on a replay, let me know in the comments, and I'm curious to know what your thoughts are. Maybe you have some preconceived notions about what cannabis is and maybe what type of people use cannabis, but I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about why I love it. So when you think about what's in cannabis, so first of all, there's so many ways that you can work with cannabis. It doesn't need to be just smoking. It doesn't need to be psychoactive at all, or it totally can be. It's up to you and what your body is looking for and what your mind is looking for to create balance. So we have what's called an endocannabinoidal system, and we, in our body that latches on to cannabinoids. Cannabinoids are most heavily found in, you guessed it, cannabis. And there are some other herbs and flowers that it's in, but it's so prominent in cannabis. And it's so sad to see that we don't have very much access to this because it was, prohibited and illegal and all of those things. So I have a lot of thoughts about why that is, and maybe they're conspiracies or maybe they're truth, but because pharmaceuticals, that way they can't make a profit and everyone can grow it. Exactly. So they can't make, money off of cannabis because it's a plant. It's a natural growing thing that people can grow in their backyard if it were legal. And so there's so many properties to cannabis and to the chemicals that are, the compounds that are found in cannabis. There's CBD and THCA and all of these, so many, maybe even close to 100 or more different compounds. They could be antibacterial, they could be anti-inflammatory, they could be an antioxidant, they could be anti-insecticide. And so when you think about how a plant would have these properties and why it might have those properties, if I'm looking at a plant that has insecticide or anti-insecticide properties, so it's protecting itself from bugs from eating it. This plant wants to be alive. This plant wants to give its medicine to us, okay? And when you think about something that's protecting itself and you're putting that inside your own body, in my belief, you're absorbing those properties. You're getting those antibacterial, anti-insecticide. You're protecting your body. And so another great thing about cannabis is that it's a major antioxidant. And so the other thing about, why it's so sad and why it's so sad to me that we don't have access to farms of cannabis growing around is because a huge part of its benefits can be consumed raw. You can drink raw cannabis leaf juice. You can eat raw cannabis leaf because it's a superfood. It's a green with so much more antioxidant, more potent than vitamin E, more potent than vitamin C. This is human food. This is what we're meant to eat. And why we have this endocannabinoidal system in our body, because we want to have cannabinoids. We produce cannabinoids on our own, and some people might produce less. And so they might experience pain, they might experience nausea, they might experience lack of appetite, they might experience anxiety or insomnia. And so when you find that there's a solution for you to balance your body, that's what the endocannabinoidal system is all about. It's about bringing homeostasis and balance and harmony to the body. And so when you think about, how do I need to balance? Maybe it's a little bit different than my boyfriend, or maybe a little bit different than you or someone else. Everybody needs something a little bit different. Maybe if you're experiencing a lot of pain, a high THC is really great for you. If you have anxiety like me, maybe you want something that's a little more balanced, like a perfectly balanced ratio of CBD to THC. That's my jam. I love that, to help me stay calm and alert, and it really helps me feel balanced. Cannabis brings so much peace and joy and light to my life, and it's really sad that not everyone thinks of it in that way. And we're totally getting into an age, especially in California, where it's now legal. That's all great. It's perfect for recreation. It's safer than alcohol. I'm all for that. But we're still missing a huge component of eating this raw food that we should have access to. That is the most potent medicine out there. Being able to have something with super antioxidants. So when you think about free radicals and free radical damage in your body, that's being, caused from stress or toxins or the environment or your diet or whatever it is, when you're getting this oxidative stress in your body, if you had an antioxidant to come in there and neutralize those free radicals, you're going to reduce oxidative stress. What does oxidative stress cause? Early premature aging. When you're aging and your body is losing its life force, you're losing, you see people who are, kind of they're elderly and they're, getting Alzheimer's, or they're having other issues like that come into their life. It's because of aging and the body is degrading. So if you're adding in an antioxidant that's going to reduce oxidative stress, and it's, hey, Alyssa, hey, mama, love you. So when you're adding in something that's so powerful, it's mind-boggling that this is a Schedule I drug in America when it has so much positive and healing and just amazing qualities, not only for our bodies, but also as a place for fuel. In my belief, it wasn't prohibited because they thought it was dangerous. It's obviously less dangerous than cigarettes. It's obviously less dangerous than alcohol. So it wasn't anything about that, in my opinion. It was about money, as far as pharmaceuticals go, but also as a source of fuel. We spent a lot of money and a lot of time deforesting trees and making paper and getting oil. And could you imagine a world that we don't need that? Could you imagine a world where hemp, something that grows in a 9-month cycle or shorter, can be turned into fuel, can be turned into paper, can be turned into food? And that also leaves the soil healthier than when it was before. It's the miracle plant. It's the healing plant that we all deserve to have access to. And like I said, there's so many different aspects. There can be a non-psychoactive part altogether if that's what you're interested in. Juicing it or eating it raw has no psychoactive effects at all, and you're going to get so much antioxidants. Having it in your life in, edible form, or even smoking, or whatever works for you, is just like a cherry on top to get this extra dose of support and medicine to harmonize your own body. So I just wanted to hop on, kind of give my feedback on why I'm so excited to build and create a life where I can have this miracle plant in my own backyard, that I can make medicine for my friends and family. That's what it's about for me, and I'm really excited to be creating a life where that's a reality. And I just hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Bye!